Good morning. This is Coach Boniface with New Vision School of Leadership Mentorship Program. Welcome to my 5 minutes word of wisdom for the week. We are on week number 4 on the 7-week series of the power of consistency. Today I will talk about the third reason as to why people don't finish what they start, and that is poor planning. Poor planning will lead you to 5 things you do not want. So are you ready for this? Number 1, poor planning will lead you to unintended destination. For instance, you might be starting a business or you might be thinking of pursuing a career path. If you don't have proper planning, you will end up in a destination that you do not want. Why? Because you're not thinking ahead, you're not looking to see where exactly do you need to be. So quite often when people have poor planning, they have a plan that leads them to a very different place from what they had in mind. That's what happens when you have poor planning. Number 2, poor planning will lead you to wasting time. Can you imagine all these rabbit trails that one might be chasing, trying to get to a certain expected destination and not getting there? You start your business, you want to see certain profits, or you start a ministry, you want to see different things being accomplished, or a career path that you want to pursue. So you find yourself wasting a lot of time because you're hitting and missing. You're trying and error. You're doing the try and error kind of method of trying to accomplish things. So that's what happens with poor planning. You waste a lot of time. The third thing is that poor planning will lead you to wasting resources. So imagine you're doing this business and you want to sell certain things or reach a certain population. If you don't do your homework well, you'll end up buying products that are not needed in the market. Why? You had poor planning, so you're wasting all these resources. Number 4, poor planning will cost you valuable opportunities. Somebody once said that opportunities are never lost because the one you missed, somebody else got it. So when you have poor planning, what happens is you lose valuable opportunities, because if you went in the right direction, doing the right thing, guess you will find the right people who need your product, or you will pursue the career that you intended to pursue. And some opportunities only come once, so you have to be careful. Poor planning will cost you a lot. And number 5 is that poor planning leads to losses. You end up a business venture that fails. Why? Because you didn't plan yourself out. So here's the thing that I want you to keep in mind. When I think of planning, I think of a player or a team, maybe a soccer team. No player goes into a game without the intention of winning. So in anything you need to pursue in life, or you intend to pursue in life, we all go with the mentality that I want to win. So what happens? Every coach has a game plan for the team before the match begins. That's what you need to do. Whatever it is you want to pursue, whatever project you want to pursue, you need to have a game plan beforehand. And simply, a game plan simply means you put your strategy for winning. Have a winning formula. Have a strategy for winning. Put that into place. So whatever project it is, if you want to finish what you begin, if you want to achieve your goals, then you need to have a strategic plan. You see, when a coach comes up with a strategic plan, what the coach does, the strategy has to have how to score winning goals. That's the first thing. And the second thing is it has to have a strong defense to counter the offense. So you think of a football match or a basketball team that they're playing, another team, the coach has to come up. This is a strategy on the way to score goals, and this is a strategy to have a strong defense to counter every offense. So think about this. Each game plan that a coach comes up with, it's determined by the kind of team that this team is going to be facing. So which team are you facing? What kind of strategy does that team have? What are their strengths? What are their weaknesses? So if you want to achieve your goals in life, then you have to sit down, you have to look and understand and study the challenge that you are faced with, and come up with a strategy to counter the team if you want to score your points. Now listen to this. When new challenges come, or when the players are not following the plan that the coach has put into place, what happens? There is a timeout. And I want you to think about this, that when you're moving on with your plan and things are not working out, you need to have a timeout. And a timeout is a time to re-strategize, a time to confront the new challenges, a time to begin to try to understand what exactly is this new challenge, because new challenges demand new strategies. The reason why people fail is because when they put a plan in place and it's not working, they don't stop to try and see what exactly is holding things up. Maybe something new came up. Maybe new challenges that you weren't expecting came along the way, and that will happen. And that's the time you need to go back to the drawing board and see, how do I readjust my plan, come up with a new plan to counter the challenges that are coming your way. So I want you to think about this. What is your game plan? What is your strategy plan to achieve your goals in life? If you don't have one, remember, a poor plan will cost you a lot. So this is what you need to keep in mind. If you don't have a plan, the first thing you need to do, find a coach, find someone who will help you establish one. And once you establish one, be consistent in following that plan. The key is consistency. Consistency is what will help you finish what you started. It will help you finish your goal, to accomplish your goal. You need that consistency in sticking to the plan that you put in place. I want to conclude by this quote by the author Alan Lakein that says, planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it now. One more time, that planning is bringing the future into the present so that you can do something about it now. I hope you've been motivated. I pray that you will have a great week, and please motivate somebody else by sharing this audio. Thank you very much.